Hello everyone. So bit of an issue with this video. While I was recording, I had an issue with the software that I was using to record my face cam. I was trying out something new and it did not work. I explain a bit further in more detail later on in the video. But yeah, so for the first roughly 20 to 30 minutes of this one, there's not going to be any face cam, and it's going to be like my older videos, because of the issue that I had. So, yeah, unfortunately that's a thing, but I do later on during the video, while I was recording, I did fix it, so there will be facecam after that. But yeah, just for this first 20 to 30 minutes. So yeah, anyway, let's get into it. See y'all soon. Hello everybody, and welcome back to Dishonored, Death of the Outsider. So, after our slightly extended episode last time, we are now moving on to the Stolen Archive, where we are making our way back to the Royal Conservatory, following the trail of Eleuterio Cienfuegos, who apparently sent some important documents to the conservatory about the Eyeless activities. So yes, sorry that I had to split the last episode into two. It's just some of these missions, man, they're so long. So sometimes I have to split them up. Yeah, so I try to limit how much I split those episodes up. But if it's something like the last time where it's 3 hours of unedited footage, because that's what it ended up being. For you guys, that only ended up being 2 1-hour episodes. But even after splitting it in half and doing all the edits I did, it was still an hour for each, and that was down from 3 hours. So I shaved off an hour of walking back to areas, or downtime between when I was talking that wasn't necessary for me to keep in and everything. So hopefully this one will be a little bit shorter. I do remember this one being one of the shorter missions, depending on the way that you do it. And hopefully this time I won't have to deal with a contract that needs me to not touch or breathe or just generally exist in the same vicinity as any of the guards. So yeah, we are going to hop into the Stolen Archive mission, and yeah, let's do this.
I watched the fires burn all night. Smoke blocking out the stars. Water hissing as the hull of my old ship blackened around his body. Dowd, gone at last. How many tried to kill you, and came no closer than I did all those years ago? How much coin was on your head, old man? Now no one but the Void can collect. For years, I imagined the Outsider offering me his mark. Instead, he's given me the knife that made him. A weapon that can surely unmake him as well. I can't begin to understand his motives, but I know what Dowd wanted. And if he's got to wander the Void forever, maybe I can give him some measure of peace by ending this. As the dreadful wail burned to cinders, did the Outsider laugh, or just watch? Same as me. It's as fine a pyre as I could make. Farewell, Dowd. I'll finish what you started. I had that ship for years, and it burned away in hours. Dowd is dead, and Megan Foster died with him. One of the Eyeless, a painter and pharmacist, stole information about how to enter the Void. His name was Cienfuegos, and he was obsessed, just like the rest of them.
God, paper in this universe is rigid.
Before the Eyeless killed him, he sent what he'd stolen to the curator of the Royal Conservatory. Maybe she could have helped him. He never found that out. The curator is gone, but whatever Cienfuegos sent her is still there. The Abbey of the Everyman has taken over. They've sent overseers and oracular sisters to search the place for heresy. I need to find whatever's left of the pharmacist's archive before they tear the conservatory apart.
Blind Sisters search Royal Conservatory. In an exceptional turn of events, the Abbey of the Everyman has deemed it necessary to dispatch members of the Oracular Order to investigate the Royal Conservatory. It took you that long, did it? Readers will remember the sudden closure of the Royal Conservatory last year, with the representative citing an infestation of mites. This did not explain, however, the presence of the Grand Guard at all hours, nor the strange women spotted in and around the building. As the Abbey sends its most secretive members to the site, we may only conclude that some event of great concern has occurred there. The Blind Sisters, as they are known, were seen early this morning entering the Royal Conservatory with a contingent of overseers. When approached for comment, the Sisters of the Oracular Order did not respond, and your humble journalist was forcibly encouraged to leave the area. Forcibly encouraged. Large bonfires have been seen kindled in the streets, and it is believed that portions of the Royal Conservatory's once impressive collection have already been burned. In the interest of safety, Syria Gardens District has been placed under lockdown on the authority of the Abbey, and of the Everman, and residents are reminded to comply with all overseer orders.
Even the Oracular Order is here. That's strange. They almost never leave their chapels. Months ago, the conservatory closed with barely a warning. The Abbey is only just finding out what black magic was being practiced inside.
Yeah, I imagine most of the overseers would have walked into that place and had a heart attack. Because if you guys remember, that was the one with Breanna Ashworth from Dishonored 2. So, and there was some fucked up shit in there.
Only the outsider knows how long the Eyeless have kept their hideout a secret. I'll find out where it is.
Page from Dolores' journal. 10th day, month of Timber. Before I can seize my immortality, I must deal with the mess that Cienfuegos created. Didn't I already read this one? Yeah, I already read that one.
Some minds get fixed on one thing and never find a way out. Cienfuegos wanted to see the void. Well, maybe he's seen it now.
Aww. Still got the drawings and everything. That's really sweet. Oh, no. Take shot. Oh, cool, we got the map now.
The information I need could be in the archives down in the conservatory basement, or in the curator's office. It'll be full of Abbey zealots either way.
For years, we planned jobs just like the bank. Watching houses from rooftops, stealing keys, bribing servants, sharpening our blades as we waited for the right moment. You were proud of what we could do. I knew that much. I never told you about my time in Karnaca. How I came to Dunwall. How the outsider marked me. And made me the man I was. As I look out on the water for the last time, I know none of that matters. Who I thought I was will end with me. All that will be left of me is your memories. You were the best I ever taught. Your betrayal was expected. For the lives we led then, you had no choice but to turn against me. But now, I find myself counting on you again. You have what you need. You will find out what to do. It's time, Billy. Kill the outsider. Remove this terrible power from the world. For everything we did. And everything it did to us. I could have died 100 bloody ways. But in the end, here I am. On your ship. Sipping your last good whiskey. That's not so bad. Thank you, Billy. And farewell.
Not gonna lie, it makes me sad. I like Dowd as a character. No more liquor, no more listening to Dowd muttering in his sleep. I held the rat charm, hoping to see Deirdre's face again, but now I hope last night was the last time. When she came to me, she smiled, and I knew she had something to share again. First, she kissed my lifeless eye, then held up what she was hiding behind her back. It was Dowd's hand, cut off at the wrist and all carved up with the outsider's mark. I watched as she bent her head and kissed its cold flesh too, all the while whispering that language I only heard in the void. Then she dropped the dead hand and it sank into the black and disappeared. Did the outsider show me this? Is he using Deirdre's face, her hands, her hair, things I'd never share, things I'd keep close to my heart? If that's true, I don't know why, and I don't know what it means for the old man. I don't think he's found any rest, even now.
I'll finish what you started, Dowd.
So here's where it gets spicy.
Work, brother. We need only record the heretical text we burned today, and our task is complete. Now, where's that ledger?
Here, on the bench. But don't worry. I already noted all of the burned books. We should see if Sister Rosewood needs a hand, though. She discovered
There's
some
nothing I
troubling
can say
items
from
in
that
the
fire.
curator's office.
It's all ashes.
What now?
I need to check that ledger and see if what I want is still
More
here.
bizarre cures for impotence? I tell you, I've seen enough take-one mandrake root recipes to last a lifetime.
No, this was different. Sister Rosewind saw the archive's hiding place in a vision. She seemed deeply disturbed by what was in it, from what Brother Diaz told me. He heard her whisper, this could destroy the Abbey.
What? Stop this talk. It is nearing blasphemy.
This could destroy the Abbey, huh? Oh, shit. They moved. I was not expecting this. Okay. Mark you, and we will mark you, and I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, yep. There's 3 dudes. That's not what I want to do. No. Okay. I want to at least get to the black market shop before I start doing anything too chaotic. Because I want to know whether or not I have anything that's like stealth encouraged. But I will say, if I run into another contract like the one that I had to do in the last episode, I'm not doing it. Not at least for this playthrough. Oh shit. No way. Okay, well I guess he's dead. And if you remember, this used to be where that one outsider shrine was in this mission, when we played it as Emily. It was this little area. Once again, I really like that they found, like, it's a cool way to reuse assets. So it's like, you're saving time on development, and you're finding a way to reuse the assets in a way that's interesting. Because it's like, of course the Abbey was going to come investigate this place after everything that was there. Of course it was. They were.
Coming in from the restricted area. You must need supplies.
Alright.
under the
Let's
teeth.
see.
Be careful out there.
Alright, contracts. Alvaro and the Abbey. I have good reason to believe that the Abbey of the Aberman is committing unspeakable crimes in the Royal Conservatory. If you're as fond of them as I am, kill every last blind sister and overseer except for Brother Cordoza. Leave him in one of those musical chairs and I'll deal with him myself. Pilfer the prophecies. Sister Rosewind keeps a detailed record of her prophetic visions. Rumor has it she knows every secret in the Isles. Murder, treason, love affairs. That kind of information could turn me into a very powerful lady. I'll give all my bone charms to whoever manages to infiltrate the Royal Conservatory and steal that book. And now our reward is bone charms instead of money. I abandoned my apartment last night because of the Abbey's wretched quarantine. In my haste, I left a precious relic behind, but I doubt anyone has seized it, considering how well protected it is. In fact, I'm offering good coin to anyone who's clever enough to bypass the defenses and live to tell the tale. So it said there was an apartment. Also, you're telling me I have to kill everything for this contract? Say less, my friend. I'm not mistaken. Is that... There are ratses. Ooh, Michael, there we go. A daring robbery at Michael's bank today as an intruder bypassed an imposing set of security precautions to breach the inner vault of Karnaca's premier valuables repository. There is no word yet about any injuries or deaths during the break-in. Bank officials say that the thief focused on valuable personal items held in private safes and boxes within the famed Jindosh vault. The security measures at Michael's bank are the best in the Isles, said Alexandria Pena, chief of security. I can promise you that our customers' treasures are perfectly safe. The perpetrator who broke into our vault will be brought to justice, and we'll get all the missing items back to their rightful owners. I promise you that. Pena declined to say whether or not what the stolen items were, citing client to confidentiality, but says the bank has engaged a private firm to investigate the crime. So we effectively got the low chaos version of that sort of story bit. I'm assuming that's how I break in, but where's the key? Doesn't seem like there's pretty much any other way in. Which means there's probably a key, because she clearly has a key on her. But that must mean there's another key for that door somewhere. Okay, I know how glitchy that little gap can be, so we're not playing that game today. Oh, not this bullshit again. Okay. I have a feeling. Shit. I think we found where the traps are. How did I set that? Oh, I teleported into the door. Yeah, so we blinked into the doorway and we must have set off that trap. That's unfortunate. This was the old classroom. And unsurprisingly, there's still a bunch of, like, bloodfly shit all through this place. Why are there dead oracular order folks here? Oh, did they set off a trap trying to investigate this place? It is in pretty close proximity to probably the largest site of heresy that they've ever experienced. Also, yeah, I blinked, or no. Ow. Didn't see the traps there. I'm really bad at this. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty terrible at this. Void Leech. What did that do? Wait, did I miss it? No? Oh. While using Semblance, killing an unaware target increases void energy. Movement speed is reduced while using Semblance. Oh. That's interesting. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe. Maybe we'll use that. We'll see how we go. It's definitely on the list. Traps. So yeah, we actually have a mission to kill all the overseers. So that's exactly what we're gonna do.
Into the road for you! I smell heresy on you! Brothers! Over here! I know an agent of the outsider when I see one. For the Abbey! By the sick
How did he manage to, like, turn around and smack me even though I was, like, mid-teleport? What the fuck, dude? Hey, everyone. So, bit of an explanation as to why that cut was so weird and why there was probably something at the start of this video that it was explaining why there was no face cam. So, when I was recording the previous episode, close to the end, I had an issue where my face cam actually stopped recording because the built-in camera app for Windows has a 3-hour recording limit. So I installed an alternative like capture software for me to use. What unfortunately was not made clear to me when I was installing that is that there was a even shorter recording cap. So the one for the Windows was 3 hours. This one was 10 minutes. And that was played, it was not said at any point during the installation process, outside of maybe it was in their terms and conditions or whatever. But, so yeah, I started recording, and it did not give me any notification sound or any indication that it had stopped recording, which is why I'm glad I checked. So, unfortunately, there's no face cam before this, but fortunately now there should be. I probably already mentioned this, and if I did, you won't hear this, but that's why there was no face cam at the start of this. But anyway, let's keep going from where we left off. So I read this, or at least I started to read this, and then Billy said basically that there was a record of artifacts in her office, in the leader of the Oracular Sister's office. So, this is the complete listing of her heretical items that have been submitted to thorough examination during the month of Reign 1852. Still under investigation, curators' office papers, silvergraphs, notes, and letters. The location of these new documents was revealed to the Oracular Order in a vision. The archive has been confiscated by Sister Rosewin. She will personally examine it for potential heretical properties and communicate her findings directly to Roving Vice Overseer Cordoza. Heretical contraption. Lenses, desecrated caskets, wires, devices. Note, will be dismantled and sent to the Abbey once the Sister's examination is complete. Burned or shipped to the Abbey. 43 crates. Books of arcane recipes, heretical studies, spells, rituals, instructions, blasphemous stories. Burned. 17 crates. Vials of unknown potions, salves, herbs, and roots shipped to the Abbey. 10 crates. Human hair, animal bones, and body parts. Burned. 3 shawls embroidered with heretical sigils. Burned. 1 altar, wooden carved, wax coated, well used. Burned. 1 child's doll, husk body, wizened apple face, stuck with pins. Burned. 34 runes and amulets shipped to the Abbey. 7 notebooks and personal diaries shipped to the Abbey. 2 scrying glasses. Burned. 1 crate, various devices for self-gratification. God damn it. Burned. 3 sets of children's teeth and fingernails. Ew. Burned. Glad they burned that. 1 ash tree cut out at the root from the conservatory terrace. Burned. 4 crates, candles, incense, bells, and assorted ritual items. Burned. And that's it, burning there. So yes, fortunately, once again, I was smart enough to leave my voice recording going in addition to the...
Hey, over here.
Hi.
What do you want?
It's my Lonnie. He went into that building with the red poster over there. Said he wanted to check for something real quick like. Well, that was hours ago, and he's not back. And with overseers crawling all over the place, I just know something bad happened.
You look tough. Why don't you go check on him?
Can't. Promised I'd stay put right here, out of harm's way. Lon says we can't risk us both getting hurt. Especially if... Please. Can you just go check on him for me? I'll make it worth your while.
Fine. So yeah, fortunately I was smart enough to leave my voice recording going, and that is going to be a consistent thing I do now. After the last 2 episodes, having issues with the face cam cutting out, which I've also had voice recording going on, I'm not risking that anymore. So, yeah.
The void tests mysteries and craves answers.
The streets are closed on Abbey orders.
Open up! We know you're in there. Surrender and we won't harm you for entering a quarantined area.
We'll just deliver you to the void.
Oh!
Oh, damn.
The door! Open the cursed door!
Calm yourself. You can't stay in there forever.
Do you think he escaped through a back exit?
It's a bar. He's probably drunk and passed out.
Oh, yeah, that's where we are.
You know how these blasphemous rats seek out sin?
Last warning! Open up or we blow the damn door open!
Stay here, brother, while I...
Ah! I'll help you, sir.
Jesus! Why was my sword blue? And I know it turns blue when you charge the Void Strike. Does that have a special thing when you like smack people with it? I don't know. I did not mean to explode another person. That deals a lot of damage to me, so I don't like doing it. But I mean, it's cool when it happens. So yeah, sorry if I've been thrown off my game a little bit by all that, because that was very frustrating. I get when things don't work like that, when things like kind of break in that sort of way, it really throws me off my game. So sorry about that, everyone. Oh no.
No.
Dear Lonnie, I've been thinking about the last time we talked. You said you're torn up inside that you can't offer Courtney a decent proposal with no ring. Well, my boss had to leave a stash of jewelry behind in her apartment when they put Syria Gardens under quarantine. If I recall right, there's a ring in there you might use for a proposal. It'll do until you find a nicer one anyway. Consider it my wedding gift to you two. Oh no! Oh no, dude! Also, this is not an apartment, this is a bar. Why does this keep calling things apartments when they're not apartments? Oh man, dude, that sucks. That's so sad. God damn, nobody can be happy in this world. It's just everything has to suck. It's very sad.
I'm sorry. He didn't make it. But I found this letter with him. Thought you might want it.
Oh, no. Lonnie. Thank you. Here. Take this for your trouble.
Thanks, but keep it and take this ring.
Thanks, but you keep it. And take this ring. I think Lonnie would want you to have it.
Man, that's sucky. I don't like it when good people die.
What was that?
One of us is down.
Hello, hello. If I'm not mistaken, I believe there's... No, there's not. I thought I remembered there being like a wolfhound in that little pathway down there. Yeah, I believe that is most of the... Oh, is that hollow? Hell yeah.
All these charms, these runes, and fetid offerings on shrines made for me will be nothing more than objects worn in bleeding. Bones and dead things thrown into the dirt.
Yeah, because I imagine, you know, without the outsider, all the runes and bone charms would cease functioning as well. Like, obviously the void is still going to be there. I think that's how the lore goes. Like, the void will still always be a thing, but there's nothing to, like... There's no conduit anymore. That's why the Overseer was... The outsider was created, was to give a conduit to the void. Allow there to be some sort of, like, pseudo-control over it. But yeah, this mission also has another contract that I'm not the biggest fan of. Because the Cordoza and the Abbey, or whatever, the first one, in this one, that means you have to be like you don't necessarily need to make it be high chaos, because you can like stealth it, right?
Managed to get through the vent system.
You can stealth through it.
But I saw her crawl out of that open hatch in the courtyard. I believe there is now only one witch left alive in the cellar holding chamber.
Our therapy has thinned their numbers. Have you searched this one's
I
corpse?
forgot about
Not
therapy.
Brother Cardoza will want to examine it personally. Her death will serve the Abbey better than her wicked life ever could.
Very true, brother. We must send someone to inspect that vent. We don't want another desperate rat creeping through the pipes.
Gotcha, bitches. So yeah, like as okay with, you know, aggressive and high chaos as I am for this playthrough, if I was doing a low chaos playthrough, I wouldn't be able to get, especially with these ones, because these ones are not just for money anymore, they're for bone charms, which are far more unique than coin is. Because you can find coin pretty much anywhere. Like, coin is a common thing to locate in missions. It's not exactly like it's the hardest thing to find. But this is another one I don't like, because it's like, I should not have to play High Chaos to be able to do this either. As much as I personally don't mind it as much for this playthrough. You should be able to do most things on any type of playthrough, you know? And I'm sure nobody really feels bad about killing anybody from the Abbey, because they're kind of assholes, but still.
Some confessed outright. Others denied wrongdoing until confronted with their heresy. Trinkets of marked bone, effigies of hair and teeth, pages filled with occult markings, and then the tears. They were scrambling to testify against one another by the end. They hoped betraying their sisters would compel us to mercy, but they were all found guilty, naturally. We could barely hear the sentencing over their wails. I am sorry to admit this. One fact, Brother Cardone
God, they're fucking sociopaths.
Did she?
No. We cut out her tongue.
God, I do not feel bad about what I'm about to do to you fuckers. Do I have that bound? I do have it bound. Okay, I'm gonna rebind these to there. Okay.
What the? No! Defend yourself!
You aren't going.
Gotcha.
Come at me then. The strictures guide my hand.
Oh! Fucking wrecked.
Another dead witch. What happened this time?
Brother Cardone says they keep dying during therapy. He says there's a heretical organ inside them that turns the healing power of music into pain. Their corrupted bodies reject the cleansing.
By the strictures. Imagine being so impure, so enthralled to the abyss, that you can't survive the sacred music. Those poor, lost creatures.
Don't waste your pity on them, brother. They chose to serve the outsider. They chose their profane ways. They deserve to die.
Okay, there's our witch. Okay, mark. 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 Can I can. Okay. Let's place another marker over there. Okay. And we'll place another one there. Damn it! I mean, he's dead, but damn it! Oh dear.
No way this is a cure.
Jesus.
I remember these back in Dunwall. When it played, it was like knives sliding over your skin.
That's fun. This is why I don't like the Abbey. Musical healing manual. Secure heretics in the chair with a supply lever straps. Patients will employ desperate measures to escape the healing music. The lying tongue will implore your pity. Twisting like a serpent into your gentle heart. Silence please with a soft cloth as needed. Yeah, it's that entire thing is basically, here's how you torture witches. Let's go say hello to this one witch that's locked in the cage. After I have another look around. Oh, this is why I have a look around.
Now they peer into your corpse.
What's going on here? What are they doing to you?
What are they doing to you? Your eye has gone black. Is it your punishment? They say I'm guilty of heresy. Do you think I'm guilty?
I think you're crazy.
Oh, I have secrets to spend for my freedom. I can tell you where my sisters stashed their precious trinkets of bone. Or I can tell you a spell to never be alone again. I nailed his name to a tree. I see you. You have a face. Your eyes sees into the deepest part of me. Let me out of this cage.
I plan on it, but you're being weird.
Look, it's a door. It needs a key in it.
I know.
Yes, so do I. But don't change the subject. Open the door, open the door, open the door. Kill them first. Kill them for the pieces of me they tore away. If they turn their eyes on me again, I am dead. I hear it. I hear it in my bones, in my blood.
She is so gone. She is 19 different shades of gone. We'll take a shot. I must remember me. Am I seeing any bone charms down here? Not thus far, no. They are taking us away one by one. There were 9 of us here. We cried their names to drown out their screams, but they keep screaming, even when our voices turned into rasped whispers. My sisters who come back from the music do nothing but cry. They won't eat or sleep. We try to hold them close, but they push us away. It will happen to all of us sooner or later. I'm the last one left. I don't know how many days I've been here. They keep the lamps on at all hours so we can't see sunlight. It was my turn today. I can still hear the music sometimes when I close my eyes. I must stay awake. I take the old surgeon's knife you found, prick your fingers, watch the blood well up. You are alive. You are alive right to the bone. The overseers can't reach you there. There's still a piece of you left they haven't touched. It's deep, deep down. I don't want to die. Holy fuck. Are you just gonna hang out there? I guess I'm... I'm killing.
No, I can't. Don't make me.
Just stay here.
What do we do? What do we do?
We're the drunken sailor.
Will they find me? They can see everything, even inside my mind. But not if they're all dead.
Stay here while I take care of them.
I can wait. I can. Wait. I can't. I can't wait. Please kill them all.
Yeah, I mean, as much as I was saying, like they were not doing much better stuff. Like, I remember the last time we were here, the witches were not doing stuff that was much better, but also, I'm not a fan of torture. So, it's murder time. Only have to reactivate this, though.
Good evening, my dear. Ready for your treatment? Now, no tears. You know how important these sessions are for finding a cure. Tonight, I'm going to play the music in short intervals, and then ask you a few simple questions. That's easy enough, isn't it? Shh, relax. Let me adjust the straps a bit so you can turn your head. I know these chairs aren't the most comfortable, but... well... let's get started. There. That wasn't so bad, was it?
That sounded pretty fucking bad.
Let me wipe that blood from your mouth. There. Now tell me, where does it hurt when I play the music? Behind your eyes? In your stomach? Come now. You won't answer a simple question? I want to make your pain end, can't you see that? But you have to help me. Fine. If you won't describe your pain, tell me how you started on this path of corruption. When did you first notice the outsider's corrosive touch? What blasphemies did he whisper to you in the darkness of your heart? What does his corruption feel like as it seeps through you, staining your mind and dragging you down into filth and heresy? Ah, very well. Let's try it again, shall we? For a little longer this time. No, 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 no!
God, they really want me to murder things, don't they? Oh, makes me feel icky. I'm not even sure if I'm going to be able to include this. That's grim. So, if I'm understanding that correctly, and I'm just gonna pause real quick so I can talk, because that's dark. So that I mean, I'll probably be able to include that. I might just have to, if YouTube does not like it later on, I may have to cut it out. In which case, none of you will be hearing this by the time you're listening to it. But so the music is the same thing with the overseers with the chest-mounted music boxes play. And apparently, in lore, apparently, it nullifies your powers, obviously, because you can't use them. And it also causes pain. Now, it actually does damage in game, but apparently it feels, as Billy said, it feels like knives being dragged across the skin. I wonder why it's still affecting them, even though they've been cut off from the void. Maybe once the void gets into you, you get affected by the music the same way. That's interesting. Also, if you notice, you can see on the screen there, you'll see that there's like a red pulsing light on Billy's eye. But yeah, long story short, what's going on here is bad enough that it's time for murder. I'm murdering. I mean, I was murdering anyway, but now I'm going to be like murdering. In game. Chill out, YouTube. Okay.
Like a virulent swarm, devouring everything wherever they go, even filth.
And then you. Nice. Okay, how do I want to... Oh yeah, you gotta go first. Sneaky, sneaky. She does that animation a lot. But yeah, I'm killing all of them. Feels good to be able to actually do things feels good to actually be able to do something about enemies again.
Have you ever encountered one of our blind sisters before, Brother Cirillo? It is very rare indeed for them to journey beyond their chapels. I only saw them once before, during the Feast of Painted Petals by the end of Dunwall's Rat Lane.
No, I have not.
I'm leaning my head as I'm listening to the door.
If I may ask, brother, why are they here with us? Surely we can manage these heretics ourselves.
Sister Rosewind personally called for an investigation into this place, and in her wisdom brought our sisters to aid in this mission. Remember, brother, their visions see beyond what you or I may understand in the present. Their prophecies guide the Abbey, and their pronouncements guide you.
Yes, of course you are correct. I will be wary of the errant mind.
See that you do.
Yeah, cults, man. I'm not a big fan of cults. Not big on the cults. Not a cult guy. Do I have? Fuck.
What? Somebody's down. I'll cure the world from the... What?
I didn't know that guy was there. That could have gone better. I do need to be somewhat careful about how wantonly I bring about death, because I have to kill everyone except the Vice Overseer. If I kill the Vice Overseer, I will have to reload a save, and I do not want to have to be constantly saving every time I go into a fight. So I just gotta be careful about who I end up murderlating. Did I see a bone charm on this level? Let's inspectigate. There's one there. We'll mark you. Did I just say inspectigate?
People got a lesson they never do. It drives me mad.
Why are you... What is it with all the characters and like just muttering nonsense to themselves in this game? I love the twin-bladed knife. It's such a cool weapon. I always love the idea of, like, mystical swords. It's very awesome. Oh, so yeah, if that's a knife, then I think that's better described as a twin-bladed short sword. Yeah, sometimes when you come up from crouching, the blade will, like, flick that way. Really lends to the idea that it's not actually a solid piece of metal. Or even, like void rock or whatever the fuck it is. Shit. Oh, I remember this hallway. This is where I got screwed when I was playing the mission as when I was doing it as Emily. Hi, friend.
I must be ever vigilant against the outside. What? The wind knows my heart. I will talk to
Why do I keep doing that? I was trying to, like, aim at the floor so that specifically would not happen. It did not work.
Are we not brothers? What I should have said. Now I feel remorse.
Was real close to doing it again. Damn it, man. I need to have better control over my fingies. Get jittery and just like press buttons. Witch's key needed. Okay. We have been unable to break into the room into which the last witches retreated when they realized that our finds was in vain. The heretics were dispatched with their pistols, but the door has been blocked. There are most likely some profane artifacts remaining inside. We need to access this room in order to cleanse it with black magic. Take care to keep the last witch in the basement alive. She must know a way extracted from her. Overseer Benson. Okay. Aha. Hello. And you're dead. Every 5 minutes I'm exploding another guy. Where are you? There you are. Hello. Whoop! I love the little cut off whistle. Made a funny sound. Got like pretty much the main source of damage I've been taking this recording session so far is just when I accidentally blow people up. I'm not sure why they made this ability do that. Morgue key. Okay. I didn't remember there being a morgue in this, but alright. I do like the dichotomy, though, between this mission and the first, and, like, the other Royal Conservatory mission. Because, like, with the first Royal Conservatory mission, you see the evils of the witches, and makes you want to, you know, fight back against them. But then this one, it shows, like, the sort of equal evil of the Abbey of the Evermen. Necessarily needed to be taught that again, considering how freaking zealous they have always and will always be. Although, who knows? With the death of the Outsider... title reference. Who knows how things might change. I think I know where What's-His-Nuts is, the Vice Overseer dude.
craft is that?
So you can see they use maces. If I can find where hers went. Yeah, see?
Dry tongues, low noise of bones and teeth, scent of death waiting, noises. Alive ones listen and change the sounds. Now they close their mouths and eyes.
What was that about? Party of sisters has gone to investigate the oraculum of the Royal Conservatory. It's rumored that the mutterings and echoes of divinatory thoughts can still be heard coming from it. My effigies of the oracular sisters. 4th day. It's been difficult to create effigies of the oracular sisters. They keep to themselves. They're rarely venturing outside. Impossible to get the hair and nail clippings I need. But I have an idea. If sisters are linked even beyond death, then I can use the bones of their dead, dug from an abbey graveyard, to attune the oraculum to the lines of living sisters. It's done. Adolfina and several others brought back a wagon full of coffins. I'll start on new effigies at once. Still only faint voices, nothing near the connection required to give them dreams. I must adjust the lenses, refine the effigies, sleep with their skulls beneath my blankets, and for a few nights more. Perhaps integrate the scarves they use to cover their eyes. Delilah is anxious about my progress, and yet there's not much to tell. I was able to interrupt several oracular sisters in conversation, leaving them momentarily at a loss for words. I'm confident that soon enough I'll be able to make them say whatever I wish. Then I'll have news from my Empress in Dunwall. At last, I held one of the sisters in a trance-like state for an hour. Delilah was ecstatic. Soon we will control the oracular order.
Sister Kuei, audiograph entry for the 15th day of the month of rain. Our investigations have led us to these unseemly devices. I have been attending to the dead, and some evenings I've heard voices coming from them. They speak in the manner of our trances. My sisters do not believe me, and some have gone so far as to accuse me of a lying tongue. I know this is black magic, some remnant of the witch's heresy, but I speak the truth. I've brought this machine to record their utterances. They should speak any moment. Why am I the only one to hear our dead speak? What temptations of black magic are these? It whispers through their teeth. A voice without a throat. I swear to you that I've heard it.
What is the point of that mission clue? I'm not hearing anything. Because that's the oraculum there. I know that that's the oraculum. Nah, not hearing anything in void form and void gaze either. Is that what it's called? Void gaze? Foresight, sorry. Void gaze was Dowd's power. Damn. Yeah, I need to get in there too. So I think I'm gonna... Yeah, once I murk all of the overseers and everything. I think she has a clear pathway out now. I think she does anyway. Let me just make double sure before I go accidentally getting her killed. And that used to be open. Oh, this is their morgue.
Fire has to keep us away, but burning herself. All alight. Tough flesh. Tough burning flesh. No food. No flesh. No grind to gnaw. Her pink babies wail. White in the mist. Hungry cries. Hollow bellies. Shaky scent for silence.
Creepy little bastards.
Make nests in walls. Babies crying for food. Full ones, little ones. We don't bring flesh.
Solid landing. Oh, I know what that one does. It's very meh.
Victim of her own restless hands. She should be burned in the street with the rest of the filth. Why isn't she? It's been 3 days since she fell. I must send a message to the overseers to come and clean this up.
Rosewind's prophecies. 5 red strings pulled taut over some unknown instrument. My sisters could not make sense of it. Perhaps it will reveal itself again. More political unrest and morally useless squabbles to no end. At Lord Carrington's next feast, they will display the head of a blood ox as a centerpiece and assassinate their rival at the dinner table. I have consulted my sisters. We will write to Vice Overseer Hanlon before the month of rain. Our site shows us the Isles, from the trivial to the calamitous. A baker using sawdust instead of flour in Karnaca. A fishing net tangled around a dead child in Pottershead. A whisper between lovers in Dunwall Tower. Tonight I witnessed the outsider's final moments in the void. I've imparted the danger to my sisters, but I could not divulge the true nature of my vision. It would only invite the errant mind. Somehow, some may greet the outsider's death with exultation. Others would show more wisdom. I have not yet written to the High Oracle. I fear the event will come to pass before my message could reach her. No, I know what I must do to prevent this dissolution. So they don't want the outsider to die? What? Oh, yeah. Now I know where I am. Hey, little guys, what you guys say?
Sick, nemesis, death in their minds. Armies of us in streets, in sewers, all feared us. Bite, 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 bite.
I want to know who does the voice acting for the rats. They've got cool voices. There is blood fucking everywhere. Jesus.
Brother Cardoza, Sister Rosewind requests your presence on the terrace. It's the Heretic Archive. She wants you to take it.
Yes, yes, very good. Tell Sister Rosewind I'll be right there. I need to finish one little test first, before this creature's flesh degrades further. Curvature is eroded in the frontal lobe.
Time to sleep. Time to sleep. It is time for you to sleep. Set you down on the floor. Okay. I'm also going to grab this one. Cardoza, the heretic archive we have discovered here is more dangerous than we could have known. A recent vision has revealed its importance to the future of the faithful. If we do not act soon, I believe it could undo everything the Abbey has accomplished in the Isles. There are only 2 courses of action before us. Burn the archive with the ever blasphemous documents we have uncovered, or have it delivered to Whitecliff for further study and deliberation. I will meditate upon my vision today and decide which is in the Abbey's best interest. I will send one of my sisters to retrieve you when I have reached my decision. When that happens, come immediately to me and do exactly as I tell you without a moment's delay. It is too dangerous for the information this archive contains to linger in this place any longer than necessary. Sister Roswin. Roving Vice Overseer's missions notes. Last entry. Sister Roswin directs us to destroy the witch's books and papers. Her wisdom is beyond question, and yet I've glimpsed such wonders in their pages. What harm lies in looking through the tomes before the fires consume them? The fire consumes them, sorry. Should we not know the enemy we fight? Should we not study their corrupt thoughts to better understand them? Doubt plagues me and leads my mind down an errant path. It is heresy, I know this, yet still I burn with curiosity. If only I could preserve a few small volumes from the flames.
Some calamity approaches. Luna has...
Oh, damn! Billy, fuck!
What? Holy
shit! That got so violent so fast. Oh, yeah, I know where I am now. I guess there's no point in putting it off. Ah, okay.
One way things Abby. Never met him.
I want to see if he has anything special to say about this weird blackboard.
Disgraceful. The roots of heresy run rampant and deep here. The High Overseer will want a thorough inventory of every profane item.
Batana drops. Rouge. Tricks to entice the one.
I can only hope the outsider hasn't
Brother?
talked to her first.
That's not natural.
What?
What?
Did I disintegrate his ass? Oh my god, I did. I guess that's what the charged electro burst does. I forgot that that's what that does. That's most of this place already cleared out. Yeah, this is where all those blood flies were as well. It's interesting seeing how the place has changed since we were last here. It's a whole lot cleaner than it was. God, Jesus Christ. Billy does not fuck around. I love it. Oh, holla.
They scream against indifference and whisper questions. All their hate, their loneliness, their terror. They break against the rocks, one wave after another.
To the Royal Curator, Breanna Ashworth. My name is Eleuterio Cienfuegos. Know that we have mutual friends and that is all that needs to be said on the subject. I believe we share particular interests. I would ask that you make arrangements for us to meet privately under some artistic or curatorial pretense. There we may discuss in full the question that occupies both our minds, the nature of the void, and a means to safely walk its ruined landscape in the flesh. Yes, I believe I found a way to reach that fabled place. I've enclosed several silvergraph prints. I submit them to your expertise. In the interest of our safety, I would ask that you keep these with the utmost discretion. Burn it all rather than risk discovery. By sending this short letter, I've already made dangerous enemies. Address your response to me directly, E. Cienfuegos. Mans was toying with shit he should not have been toying with. I'm all for sticking it to psychos, but you gotta have a level of tact about it, my friend. Why are y'all digging into the walls here? What the fuck? First impressions of the archive. 11th month of rain. Initial investigation conducted by Sister Lena Rosewin of the Circonan Oracular Chapel Karnaca. My sisters and I have discovered an archive of letters, silvergraph prints, and several silvergraph plates hidden in a secret compartment in the curator's office. Oh, that's why they were digging into the wall. In advance of more thorough investigation, the archive appears to describe two places in Circonos where the cult influence has thrived and corruption is taking hold. A map on a silvergraph plate seems to indicate a mining complex on Shindere Peak, which is unknown to the Circonan Cartographic Society to investigate. Several reports point to the estate owned by Aramis Stilton, preparatory quarantine required. The conservatory is an obvious third location, purge in progress. Ah. The association between these three places, if any, is unknown to us. As of yet, I will keep the map for further study and meditate on these questions at our next trance. Perhaps some connection will appear to me then. How intriguing. Okay. Time to grab what's his nuts. And we're gonna drop you right here. And then we're gonna do this. Hello.
Brother Cardoza, at last. I've concluded my study of the hidden archive, especially this silvergraph plate.
A silvergraph plate? What did you find out? Is there something special about it?
It is an abomination. Darkness clings to it. We must destroy it, lest it fall into less righteous hands. Show it to no one, and burn its heretical stain from the world.
I got it. can take a look at this with a silvergraph projector. If the oracular order really can see the future, then this silvergraph plate will tell me what I need to know.
Nice. Let's go take what's-his-nuts down to... Let's go take him down to his lovely little chair setup and get a little bit of vengeance for somebody who has asked for it. Did I do it? Okay. So I've got him in his chair. Now I just need to go kill the last of the people upstairs. Yeah, we'll go kill them, then we'll go talk to that witch. Then that should actually be it. Well, then we'll kill them, go talk to the witch, go to the silvergraph projector, do that. Alright, let's look. So there's a bunch of them over there. I'm not seeing any more bone charms anywhere either. I know there were a few isolated ones over here, right? Oh, there's just the one. Oh no.
To recognize the profane monuments of the outsider.
Hi.
Lena has seen it.
Can I? Gotcha! Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3. Only 4 of them left. Okay.
This world is full of vile creatures.
Whoever
did this will be put to death.
Find them out.
The wandering gaze.
Someone slipped past
Nothing
on our
here.
task.
The black magic lingers. I can feel.
The outsider walks among us today. No, we must root him out. Where have you strayed? The destruction that comes behind you. Present.
One, I saw that coming, Rosewood.
Oh, we can cure you of that sickness you carry. Lies! Lies from the... Ow!
I'll do worse to you.
Be over. She has fallen to the up.
Gotcha. Nice. We did it. Oh god, I blew her up and set her on fire. Fuck me. Damn, that was a good grenade. I killed like 2 or 3 of them with that one grenade. Oh, that is still there. Alright, let's go talk to the one witch, and then we will find a silvergraph projector. Whoa! That was weird. Hi.
Will they find me? They can see everything, even inside my mind. But not if they're all dead.
It's alright, you can finally leave this place.
It's alright. You can finally leave this place.
Leaving. I'm leaving. Hear this. Search on top of the painting on the left. You'll find the key to the locked door.
Search on top of the painting to the left. You'll find the key to the locked door.
Don't make me.
Search on top of the painting to the left. You'll find the key to the locked door. What fucking paint? Is it in here? Search on top of the painting to the left. You'll find the key to the locked door. Is it up there? Nope. What? What paint? Maybe we can go check the actual doorway. Maybe it's near there. Go have a look. Right. Okay, I have found the place. So, search on top of the painting to the left. Well, this is the... Ah! Nice. Oh, wait! Oh, I could have accessed that from up there. Okay. Oh, you still look all witchy. Oh, did you drink yourself to death? Yeah. Oh, your arm texture is all kinds of fucked up. What the fuck? Yeah, this is the only room that feels like the old conservatory. Tricky timing. My name is Katrina Bell. I was born in Baleton to a mother I never knew. Spent my youth sweeping floors in a factory. When I left for Karnaca, I only found more misery, dust, and death. Here with Breanna, I danced naked with bloodflies and kissed the raw, wet bones of the people who slighted me. Then it all vanished, and the overseers came. I'll die in this room, but I'm with my sisters who love me as much as I love them. I will meet them all again in the void. Fuck, man. Goes to show you, even the non-lethal choices are not always better. Alright, let's go have a look at the silvergraph, I suppose.
There shouldn't be anything on this part of the mountain. Shindere North Quarry. That's where the Eyeless are getting into the void. I should keep the silvergraph plate with me.
Yeah. Alright, I think that's about it. Yep. Let's get out of here. Well, let's go to the black market first, and then let's get out of here. Okay. Hello.
Welcome back. Take a look around.
I will be doing that. If you can come to the desk. Alright.
Drums they asked for. Come back next time you need something.
Okay, so I know you have the key on you. Is there another key anywhere in here? Oh, I just noticed. It only uses the folding blade sounds when you're sneaking. See? That's weird. Okay. I cannot for the life of me remember where I need to go find this key. This is odd. The only thing... Wait. I'm stupid. I'm so dumb. So you remember how we robbed the first one, where we placed the displace marker in, and then teleported in? Can I still do that here? Let's try it out. Yes.
This is it.
Hi. Nice. Admire Grand Guard's study. Further lending credence to the idea that all of these art pieces are actually concept art. Yeah, that's looking like it's just about done. This one was a bit shorter than I remember it being. I thought this one had, I mean, I don't remember it having a lot more to it, but I remember it being a lot harder. Maybe because it was the last time I tried to do this, it was I was trying to like stealth it, which this mission is hard to stealth. To like ghost it, I mean. Alright. Let's get out of here. We done did it. Go to Shinderi North Quarry. Nice. So yeah, that one was a lot shorter. Well, actually not that much shorter. So it was about 2 hours. So it was probably same, similar to the first two missions. We missed a single bone charm. Shit. Damn it. But yeah, we got all those. Wild and free. Released the witch being held prisoner at the Royal Conservatory. Eliminated Sister Lena Rosewind. No time to haggle. Music therapist. Remove information. And risk seeker. Seized the relic from a well-protected safe. That was pretty well protected. But yeah, so that is going to do it for this episode of Dishonored: Death of the Outsider. So we pretty much only have one more mission left in the game. I don't know whether or not I'm going to, or even going to be able to, split the next one into 2 parts. I probably will. For reasons that will become obvious when I do it. But yeah, so we learned where they're entering the void. It's from a place called Shinderi North Quarry, which is what we were seeing in those Silvergraph photos. So we are on our way there, and that's how they're able to get into the void, and that's where we need to get to be able to get to the Outsider. So next time is the final mission. It may not be the final episode, but at least next time will be the start of the final mission of Dishonored: Death of the Outsider, and the start of the final mission of the Dishonored series on the channel. So I hope you all stick around for that one as well. But for now, thank you guys for coming out and hanging out with me for this one. If you enjoyed it, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun and excitement. And yeah, we will see you next time. Bye-bye now.